Hey guys and gals, I got another one for you today. Today I'm in my Type 5 Heavy, and what makes a Type 5 Heavy more ridiculous than it already is the paint job. I don't know if you guys have seen the new Japanese paint jobs or paint schemes that you can put on your tanks, but I really like this one. I'm going to call it pinstripes. So the Type 5 Heavy, very heavily armored on the front and sides. However, a lot of 90-degree angles can be had on this tank. And if you use premium rounds, you can dispatch these pretty quickly. This, I didn't think was a terrible grind. Once you figure out how to play, like the Oni, it's not too bad. The Oho, I kept. It's kind of a laughing, fun tank, like the Type 5. Type 4, I thought was miserable. Now, you guys, I use the big derp guns on all of them, just because it's a different style of tank, and when you're getting frustrated and you just need some laughs, you can jump in these tanks and it's usually pretty enjoyable. Now, you can't just drive in like a buffoon. That's not going to work in these, especially if people are spamming heat, and people who drive Type 5 Heavies that cry about getting gold spammed, well, you can just enjoy laughing at them, because anybody who doesn't use prem rounds on the Japanese heavy tanks is a fool. I mean, you definitely don't have to use them, but it just makes sure that you pen their tank rather than bouncing off and letting them live. So we wreck that waffle with our team, and we're gonna move up. And what do I like to do in my super heavies? Well, I like to push, push, push. And as long as I got support, I'm more than happy to push for my team. Now, there are times where you think that your team will come with you because you're taking all the shots, and unfortunately they just sit back behind their buildings or their hills and they don't really move forward, and you end up getting surrounded and die while your teammates poke out around the corner and try to get like bad angled shots into the red team. Alright, so what I really like to do here is get a HE shell into the engine deck of that E4, or crush the IS-7. That would have been good too. So I'm going to try to get a shot into the E4, not realizing that my gun depression doesn't go down that far, and sadly take that shot when I could have put a shell into the IS-7. Now, I'm just disinterested in the IS-7, and the E4 is able to come around and get a shot on me, and I don't want to take another E4 shot, so I swing around, take care of him, and now we are just going to bully this IS-7. And I was hoping that we could like toss him over the edge there. Unfortunately, our teammates ruin our fun, and we're not able to throw him over the edge of the rubble. Alright, so it's 7-4. Did I save this replay to show you guys because of like great game tank awareness? Absolutely not. Kind of the ridiculousness of the Type 5 and why you should have one. Some people, I mean, this tank turns them off, especially with the HE gun, but to me it's just, when you're in a slump or you need some laughs, you can just jump in this guy. And it's more than that. I mean, there's definitely still tactics and things that you have to pay attention to, but it's not as much. And I guess that's why it is so fun for me to play when I am looking just for a good time to have fun. Now, another note, patch 4.11 is coming on Tuesday, and there's some balancing that's involved. So to talk about some balancing here, there really hasn't been significant changes. Snuck that shell in there. The T-34-2 is getting buffed, the Wizard 120 is getting buffed, 121 is getting a little bit more gun depression, the 113 is reloading a little bit faster, the Wizard 111, 1.4 is getting some love, it's getting buffed pretty well. From France, there's some low tiers. The AMX-30 Proto is getting some life injected back into it. The ARL V39 is going to be a little bit more mobile. Bad chat, Tier 9 is getting a little love. Lorraine also is getting some love. Let's see, Type 61 getting some love, getting a little bit more view range, and the 90 mil is getting a little bit of love. So to me, it's just the view range. I use the 105 on that. The brick is getting a little bit, and then I believe the spyglass centrifuge and roundabout are going to be getting nerfs. And then some Germans. The Swedish tank destroyers are getting buffed a little bit, but not the Tier 10 or the Tier 9, I think. Yeah. No, the Tier 9 is getting a rotation speed. Getting into America, a lot of low tiers are getting buffed. And then the T95 is going to have a faster reload, so be aware of that. I guess that's on its 105mm. Just reading through the patch notes as the game goes on. So let's get to endgame stats. 4,000 damage, 1,400 assisted, 3,600 blocks, 6 kills. Definitely had much better games than this, but this was fun because I got to bully a little bit and just show you guys the brainless play of the Type 5. So if you're ever having problems, now if you play this tank too often, then it's not going to be fun anymore. But to me, like this and the Sheridan, jumping in there, getting the HE derp guns, it adds a different flavor to the game, and it's just different from your normal grinds. Enjoyable, lots of laughs. I highly recommend it. So really, 411 doesn't bring a lot of news. There's a M60 patent. There's some news on the 279. So I'll put a link in the description below if you want to check out the patch notes. And I haven't given a tank away in a while, so let's do another drawing. But we're gonna do it next Friday. I apologize. I've been so busy, and that's why my kids strictly did the last one by themselves. But hopefully I'll come up with something good. I'll quit babbling. Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and I will catch you in the next video.